getting dressed for my first day of school. Um, I think when I'm in the car, I'm gonna do a video just telling you guys like how I got in this predicament. But yeah, so I'm about to get dressed. I have class at 2:30. I don't know what I'm gonna wear. I was thinking about doing like a back to school, get ready with me, but I'm like, no, Alexa, this is business, you know? I gotta buckle down. So I'm not gonna look too cute today. I really don't want anyone to notice me, to be honest. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Hey, or hello. I hope you guys can see me because I'm recording this on my phone. And Georgia just passed this, no hands law or whatever. So, you are not exactly getting like the best angle. But I figured I'd make this video on my way to school. I am low-key already running a little bit late. I don't even know what to like bring. I brought a pen and a notebook, and I know it's only been 3 years since I've been in undergrad, but honestly I'm just like, I just feel like I'm already so unprepared, so anywho, I'll let you guys know how that goes. But I figured I'd just tell you guys like how I got into this predicament in the first place. So my senior year, it's second semester, and I have 4 classes or something, and one of them is a core class for my major in order to get my degree. And on top of that, I was already 5 credits short of the graduation requirement. Or no, I think I was 20 credits short, something like that. But yeah. So, being that it's second semester, it's a lot of fun. The sun comes out. There's more parties. I was very social as, when I was an undergrad, whatever. So, yeah. I ended up having, a hard time balancing things. I pledged, I see a popo, so I gotta put my phone back down. But I ended up pledging Sigma Gamma Rho, Sorority Incorporated, second semester. So that sort of deterred me, I would say. And then I also was having issues with my mom. So that's a whole other story for a whole other day. But yeah, she and I stopped talking. She had this crazy boyfriend that was totally disrespectful. Yeah, like I said, that's a whole other story. But that was really distracting. And then honestly, I just prioritized terribly. I was just so concerned about having fun and just kept putting school on the back burner until I looked up one day and I was like, wow, I haven't really done the assignments I needed to, particularly for this one class. My other classes I passed. I can't remember what grades I got, but there's 2 in particular. It was this econ class for international studies, and then it was a tennis class actually that it was really cold that semester, so we were never able to go outside. So she kept making us do busy work, and I literally never did it. I didn't think it was going to weigh so heavy, honestly. And I showed up. That's the thing. I showed up to class. It wasn't like I didn't go to class. I just didn't always do the work I was supposed to do. I was also working practically full time. So yeah, I just had a lot of distractions. But fast forward to the end of the semester, I find out I failed. The head of the registrar called and said, you can still get tickets to graduation. You can still walk, but you can't, you won't get your degree unless, homegirl ends up changing it or something. So I never told my parents, and they were flying in from California, so, or at least my dad and, my sister and stepmom were. So I was so thankful for that, because had they spent all that money to come see me, and then on top of that, like, I didn't walk. Oh man, that would have just been just awful. So I actually never ended up telling my parents. I walk. We get our degree like the same day, so they give you like the holder, and within it is the degree. And I opened mine. It was empty, of course. And my dad was like, "Oh, you just get it in the summer, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, yeah, I'll get it then." So I just kept it at that, and I never mentioned it again. So fast forward a few months, I was having a hard time getting a job, and because of course I didn't have a degree, I started working at Target. I was seeing people that I went to school with, that I used to work with, and they're like, what are you doing here? So of course that was so humiliating. I couldn't really be honest with like why I was there. It was just like I can see why you're not supposed to like drive and talk. But yeah, so that was embarrassing. But in the meantime, I started braiding hair a lot. So like at that time, the freshman class was the class of 2019, who are now seniors. I started doing their hair a lot. And so fast forward to February 2016, I just decided to quit Target and started braiding full time, which worked out wonderfully. I really never had to, worry about money or anything like that ever again, because literally as soon as I quit, it just started flowing through, and I was really been booked ever since. So that was a blessing in itself. And then, so that was February. Then in May, I started cosmetology school. So really what made me like prolong getting my degree at that point, because once I figured out I had failed the class, I was trying to get my degree. I didn't just put it to the wayside. But Spelman has this thing where they won't really accept like online credits, and it has to be from certain programs and things like that. It just was becoming impossible for me to get my degree other than to attend class. But once I decided to go to cosmetology school, I went to a technical school, so I was still using that same like federal funding for the program. So pretty much it pulled from the same undergraduate bunch of funds, if that makes sense. So had I gotten my degree, I would not have been able to pay for cosmetology school, or I would have had to pay for it out of pocket or get like a private loan or something like that. So it did work out. Ultimately, I was able to finish cosmetology school, and in June of this year I got my license and everything worked out. But now it's like, okay, I have to get my degree. There's no excuse. I'm literally tens of thousands of dollars in debt. The school costs over $100,000. Like, Spelman is not cheap. I spent 4 years there. Great years. Like, I really don't regret anything other than not graduating. I know some other things, but we can save that for another conversation. But yeah, I just feel like it's very important for me to get my degree, so I'm sucking up my pride and I'm going back to school. As I told you guys earlier, a lot of the, class of 2019, I've done their hair. They definitely know who I am. At least have like heard of me, even if they haven't seen me or gotten their like hair done by me before. And I'm so nervous about going on campus, being in class with some of these girls who I've been doing their hair since they were freshmen, and now they're seniors, and now I'm sitting next to them because I didn't do what I was supposed to do. So I'm just I low-key got the bubble guts and everything, and honestly, in the grand scheme of things, they don't care. They may mention me once, if it's even mentioned at all. It's just my own insecurities that I have to get over. But yeah, I'm gonna try to like film when I'm in class and show you guys me walking on campus, whatever. I don't really watch vlogs, to be honest, so I don't know how vlogs are supposed to go. So yeah, I'll keep y'all posted. I'm on campus now, and I thought that I was like not late. I was just you know how the whole like to be on time is to be early, early is on time is late, blah 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 blah. Well, I'm definitely late now because I thought the class was at 2:30. Turns out it's at 2:25. So, yeah, and it's on the opposite side of campus. Um, so yeah, my life sucks right now. Don't have the comfy shoes to walk in right now either. So, and then I also just watched back, my last video talking, and I had my phone near the AC, so of course all you hear is like the sound of wind. So I ain't recording it though, so hopefully I'll get to this part. I am leaving my first class. It went well, but it was a small class. It was only like 12 of us. So he didn't recognize me, and he was like, are you an international studies major? I was like, yeah, I'm class of 2015. So I had to like say why I was there. It was so embarrassing. I was super nervous, and we had to introduce ourselves. So they were like, what have you been doing this summer, whatever. And so, I told them I got my cosmetology license. Everyone was clapping, but I couldn't help but feel sort of like, I don't know, just embarrassed. Not embarrassed like of getting my license, but like embarrassed that I don't know, I'm just back. It was hard. I think I need to get out of my head though. I haven't seen anybody that I really know. One girl in the class waved at me, so I think she recognized me. I don't entirely recognize her, but that's only because I don't see people. I'm standing behind them the whole time. So, anywho, I say all that to say that I guess it went well. I just have to get out of my own head, my own feelings, and I just couldn't help but feel like really disappointed in myself that I'm back here 3 years later. And what's frustrating is that like I wish I had just finished it when I did, because I feel like it's going to be more difficult this time around, because a lot of the classes where of course is applicable to this class, I literally took 4 years, 5 years, even 6 years ago. So I'm like, I don't remember. I was barely paying attention back then. So I don't know. Yeah, I'll keep you guys posted on how it goes. Until then, guess I'll talk to y'all later.